What?
The Rad Radford?
Oh,
Rad, whatever.
they did, not me.
Did they force it on you?
No. They just told me, no, they didn't force it on me. They told me what to do and I did it.
Why did you leave the WWF?
Because I felt like it. I was kind of bored with them.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, thanks a lot then.
All
Thanks.
right. I'm not going to tell everybody the truth. Okay, turn the camera. No, I'm not. Sean Waltman spilled a Zima in my back seat. Got my carpet all wet.
That's it.
That's it.
Ah.
Nothing good.
All right, video. Yeah, definitely. Hold on for a second. Hey, what's your name and where you calling from?
This is Tracy from Colorado again.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey. You got another question?
Yeah, my question is, for Louie, who influenced you the most when you first started out? You know, I'd read a Torch Talk a while back, and I just can't remember exactly if they asked you that or if you spoke about that.
I'd say like Bret Hart influenced me a lot. Randy Savage.
Check that.
So you're saying those guys were pretty helpful to you when you first started out?
Well, I looked up to them.
Looked up to them?
Yeah.
Who was kind of influential in helping you out, getting you started, and
You mean like who trained?
guiding you along?
Well, Bill Anderson is the guy who trained me.
And that's out in California, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
All right, appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, Tracy. Bye. Hey, what's your name and where you calling from?
What's up?
Hey, you have a question for Louie Spicolli?
Yeah, I certainly do. Louie, how you doing?
All right.
James, what's up, buddy?
What's up?
Hey, listen, I heard there was turmoil back in the dressing room area. Do you get along with most of the guys?
Yeah. What kind of turmoil did you hear there was?
Just a lot of stuff that come on the computer line, and a lot of stuff that's written in the sheet.
What's it say?
Like on one count, I heard that Bubba was thinking he was the boss, telling people what to do. Like I don't know what. I'm not back there when I'm just asking the question. I heard that other people like Shane Douglas wasn't getting along with Sandman. They had a couple of scuffles and whatnot.
Well, none of that stuff has anything to do with me, but I don't know. I don't remember watching anything like that.
Really? Okay. Well, good luck to you in all your future endeavors. I'm a big fan of yours and ECW.
Okay, thanks.
All right, Rob. Later, dude.
Thanks, James.
All right.
Bye.
I'll go back to reading this.
All right, video. Sure, hold on for a second. Hey, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, this is Chris from Bricktown.
Hey, you got a question for Louie?
Yeah. I want to know what prompted his recent attitude change in ECW.
Well, I guess it's because the fans turned into a bunch of jerks, so I couldn't keep faking it and acting like I liked everybody when they were being jerks, so I just acted like a jerk too.
Well, how's your hand doing?
Well, it hurts, but I don't think it hurts more than Tommy Dreamer's head.
Yeah. You guys gonna be going at it soon?
Yeah, I think we're going at it real soon.
Well, good luck.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Take care.
Yep. Hey, what's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Tom. I'm calling from Roslyn.
Okay, what's your question for Louie?
Hey, how's it going, Louis?
All right, how you doing?
How does it make you and other wrestlers feel when you're first to work a gimmick that is embarrassing and obviously not going to get over? I would say like Rad Radford and WWF, like Skip, and like Chris Candido had to work that. You know what I mean?
Well, it has nothing to do with the gimmick, about getting over. A lot of years ago, people would have said that if The Undertaker didn't get a push, he might not have gotten over. But he got a push and he got over. And, Rad Radford, there was nothing wrong with that gimmick.
I don't mean there's anything wrong with it, but I mean, you're a quality worker. It seemed like you were putting almost like a stooge role.
No, I still work the same.
Okay, thanks a lot.
You're an idiot. I love guys that try to make shit up.
Yeah.
It's Rick. I'm calling from Philly.
Hey, what's your question for Louie?
Well, I'd like to know how to get started in the business, the wrestling business.
Well, you got to get trained at a school and, find the closest school in your area probably. I'm sure there's a lot of schools in New York. There's what's that place called? Larry Sharp's
Monster Factory.
Muscle Factory.
Monster Factory. Yeah.
Monster Factory, places like that.
Yep.
Yep.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks. His name's hilarious. He's hilarious during it.
There, where are you calling from? What's your name?
Hey, New York, it's Mike. How's it going?
And Mike.
Yeah, I was at the Paramount, whatever it was, when they had the Mexican show, and Louie wrestled with Madonna's boyfriend. There was a way back there.
Yeah.
That was a long. You remember who you wrestled on that card?
What?
You remember who you wrestled on that card?
Me and Diamond Dallas Page against like two guys I've never seen before in my life.
Yeah, that was a weird card.
Yeah.
It was very weird because it was a weird crowd too. It was just promoted in the last TV station.
Yeah.
People didn't really know about it.
Yeah, it was.
It was good, but it never happened again.
No.
By the way, one more thing. Do you do any Japan work yet, or yourself any solo tours?
I've gone to FMW in 1992, and there's been talk of going to All Japan sometime this year.
Okay, good luck then. Good luck then.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Okay, your name? Where are you calling from?
Justin from Palms River.
Okay, what's your question?
I just wondered, wait, you think you're badass now?
What?
What?
I thought you think you're a tough guy now?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I'm tough enough.
Tough enough for what?
Tough enough to beat everybody up.
Oh, with your broken hand?
Yeah, I can beat everybody up with one hand now.
With one hand?
Yeah, I beat up Tommy Dreamer with one hand. Watch TV tonight, tough guy, and find out.
What?
Tonight on ECW, watch what I did to him last week in Asbury Park.
And that's, you were there?
Of course I was there.
Oh, get out of there. What? Hold on, didn't you used to be like Rad Radford or something like that?
Something like that.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Did you think Jason's name would make you a better wrestler or something like that?
No, it made me more money though. That's for sure.
More money?
No, I didn't think so. I knew it did because I looked at my checkbook.
Okay, guy, I gotta go.
All right, I'm glad.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Steve. I'm calling for Tulsa.
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Woohoo! I used to live there once.
Did you really?
Yep.
Cool.
For 3
What do
months.
you do down here?
I went to Union High School.
Oh, cool, awesome.
Yep.
What's your question?
Yeah, I just wanted to know how you got to start a business.
From Bill Anderson in San
Bill
Bernardino.
Anderson?
Bill Anderson, yes.
Cool. What was your first big break?
Probably AAA Mexico thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I had breaks before that, but that was probably my first big break.
How'd you come around to getting involved with the ECW and the WWF and all that?
Well, I always wrestled in WWF, but
Mm-hmm.
after the after the AAA pay-per-view, they called me and hired me. And then after I was done with them last year, Paulie called me and hired me here.
Cool. Man, I've always been a fan of you. Now that you're at ECW, man, you're awesome.
Thanks.
I watched you all the time on WWF.
Cool.
I mean, you were there.
Yep. I was there.
I'm going through wrestling class down here.
For who?
Through a promotion called MCW.
How much you paying?
And I was just wondering, do you have any advice?
How much are you
How to
paying?
get out of the class?
How much are you paying?
I'm paying $675.
Six.
To the class for 2 months.
$675?
Yep.
That's not that bad. Who's training you?
A guy named Barry Jones. His real name is Devlin Blanchard.
Well, how long have you been training for?
I've been training for about a month and a half now.
What do you think of it? I mean, do you think you've learned anything?
Huh?
Do you think you've learned anything?
Yeah, a lot. A lot of psychology. Bill Ash came down about 2 weeks ago. We learned a lot from him. Holds, I learned more wrestling holds probably from him than I learned when I wrestled for high school.
Okay, well, I would say if you're asking what I think you should do, get as much work as you can. Try to spread your name out, and it's going to take a long time because it just does. I mean, there's a lot of guys out there that there's a lot of guys out there that want to be world champ, but unfortunately, there's only 2 world champs or 3 world champs. Terry Funk, Hulk Hogan, and The Undertaker. and everybody else is wants to be there, and they're not there. So there's say 40 guys, 50 guys in WWF, 50 or 60 guys in WCW. That's like 100 plus another 35, 40 guys in ECW. So that's like, let's just round it out to 150 guys that are making some money in wrestling. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of wrestlers that are trying.
Yep.
So you got to find something that you could do that makes you stand out from everybody else.
Yeah.
And you can't give up. You as long as you believe it, then just don't give up. And no matter what anybody says, if that's what you really want, then do it. I mean, I've seen with Bill Anderson, I've seen guys come in and go, and I mean, there's been literally hundreds and hundreds of guys that have given up after and then they're almost there and they give up after months and years, and it takes a long time, and sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes it does. I don't know how big you are, and I don't know how muscular you are or anything, or what kind of look you have. Living down in Tulsa, you might want to get a little experience on some indie shows, and then maybe send.
Well, I've talked to people like I said, like Bill Ash. I've talked to Bill Watts.
Maybe you want to send a tape to Jerry Lawler in Memphis.
Okay. And
it's hard. You drive 400 miles a night to make $30, but you learn.
Yeah.
And that's the main thing. You're not gonna do anything until you get some experience.
Okay.
So that's probably the best I could tell you.
Okay.
All right.
Well, next time we're down here in Tulsa, man, come check us out.
Okay.
We have a show every Saturday night.
Good. That's good. Keep working on those.
Okay.
All right.
I appreciate it. Thanks, man.
No problem.
Bye. Milwaukee.
Hold on. Say that again.
Jim from Milwaukee.
All right.
Say it one more time.
Jim from Milwaukee.
You're from Milwaukee, right?
Right.
All right.
Okay,
Jim?
my question for Louie is, what's it like working with top athletes like Sabu and Rob Van Dam as opposed to bums from WWF like Shawn Michaels?
Well, let's get one thing straight. Shawn Michaels is a legitimate athlete. Whether you like him or you don't like him, and I personally, I don't care for him that much, but he is a legitimate athlete. I've never wrestled Rob Van Dam, but I think the guy has all the potential in the world, and Sabu is, great. But just because, ECW is a hardcore promotion, that's how we promote ourselves, as being hardcore. But WWF, they have some very, very, very talented athletes there, as does WCW. And, you shouldn't sell them short. It's not their fault that, that they have to be politically correct. Shawn Michaels, I've seen matches against him versus Mankind, him versus a lot of guys that, he is a legitimate performer, as is Bret Hart, Owen Hart, the British Bulldog, so on and so on. So, they're all good.
I hear what you're saying, man, and I don't take nothing away from Shawn Michaels in the way that he wrestled. I just don't like.
Yeah, but you called him a bum.
Excuse me?
Yeah, but you called him a bum.
Yeah, in a personal sense, I don't care for his attitude in the
Well,
way
I don't either. I don't either.
He used to be more minor.
I don't either. But that doesn't mean that he's not a legitimate athlete.
I see your point.
Okay.
Thanks, Lou.
All right.
What's your name?
Questions for Louie?
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Tony Casper from Patterson, New Jersey.
What's your question?
I wanted to ask him who is, a couple parts. Who's the nicest guy? Who's the nicest wrestler to work with? Who's the biggest jerk that he's ever had to deal with in the same with three promoters?
And what was the last part?
And then the same question about who's the nicest promoter? Who's the biggest dick as a promoter?
Okay. Nicest wrestler, as far not wrestling wise, but I mean like as personal.
Yeah.
Okay. Nicest wrestler I know would be.
Nice, and easy to work with too. That's what I'm looking for.
I think it's a tie between Sabu and Owen Hart.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And who's the biggest jerk?
God, that that's tough.
I always wondered that. Who's really the big jerk?
Shawn Michaels.
Really? I always had that impression of him.
I mean, you know what? I get along with Shawn Michaels now, but he is just, you know, I guess I can't blame him because he's, you know, on top. But you know, he does have a bit of an attitude. And
promoters and stuff like that, or what I'm looking for was Vince easy to work for, or could he get annoyed?
Vince is very elusive. You know, it's really hard to talk to him. He's not a jerk. You know, he's nice to you to your face, but God only knows what he says behind your back.
He really is business. He's all business.
Yes, definitely. And as far as nice goes, God, promoters are promoters. There's no nice promoters. I don't really think.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you know.
Work for WWF, ECW. You did any WCW work?
A long time ago. But you know, I mean, it's just like Paul Lee. Paul Lee's okay. I mean, he's not the greatest, but he's not an asshole.
Right.
Okay.
Anybody else in the business that you wouldn't like to send your kids to for an autograph, or you wouldn't really want to have to get your regular work with because they don't work well with you?
Let's see.
But that can go as far as a match too. I'm not personally, I've never been. I wouldn't know how, but
No. I think that you know, there's some green guys out there that I would you know, prefer not to work with, but you know, most of the veterans, they're okay.
Okay. Louie, thanks a lot. Good luck with everything.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
Do you have a problem in ECW? I don't even know if you've ever worked with him, but Sandman, how he goes out to the ring drunk.
I've never worked with him. Oh yeah, I've worked with him a couple times. He's not bad.
No.
No.
You don't have a problem with him?
Nah.
Cool.
No, he's all right. I won't tell him.
All right. Well, this concludes our shoot interview. I want to thank Louie Spicolli for getting up as early as possible to come out here and do this. We're going to Queens now, so he's taking time out of his schedule. Real busy. I know that. He's got a lot of stuff coming up with Tommy Dreamer and everything, and we wish you the best of luck with whatever your future endeavors may hold for you.
Thanks. Well, let's see if this phone call is a question.
Okay. Let's see.
All right, video. Wow, you're the last caller. What's your question and where are you from?
I want to know does Spicolli ever feel that he ever had to carry the wrestler to a big match? The wrestler didn't do any work for real in the match.
Okay, I heard the first part. Do I feel that I ever had to carry a wrestler through a match and what?
And what did you the wrestler didn't do anything at all in the match?
Yeah, of course. I don't want to name names because that would be unfair. But yeah, I mean, you know, when I'm out, especially when you're at the arena, you know, I'm there to get myself over. And if there's a guy at the, you know, that I'm wrestling that's lazy, you know, I gotta push him, and yeah, carry him. I gotta carry him because if not, then we both look bad. And if anyone's gonna look bad in that situation, it has to be him.
I see what you mean. All right, thank you.
All right, man.
All right, take care.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Let's see.
Well, that's it.
All right. Oh, okay. Now, I have to tell you something.
Okay.
You know, when Rob asked me to do this, he always wanted to ask me, I'm going to ask you, Sabu put the hit out on my table now.
Yeah, what happened then? We got to show it on the video.
Okay, I'm going to give you a couple seconds so you could like do the thing where you put it in the video.
Okay.
The truth of the matter is, Rob, there was no hit put out. I just wanted to mess with him. There was no hit put out. It was just we were fighting, and I just kind of lost where, you know, where I was, and before I knew it, everything was flying around. But it was funny because Rob came up to me and he said, "Did Sabu put the hit out?" And I told him no. But then I told Sabu, and he goes, "Make him seem like we did, just to mess with him." But there was no hit put out on Rob. It was just an accident. So now you know.
Cool. We'll air that in.
Well, I guess that definitely wraps it up. Unless there's any other things you want to clear up while we have the camera on you.
Don't sell us video, or Louie will give you the Death Valley driver.
Clear up. Yeah, I want to clear up one. Oh, let's take another call.
All right, video.
Rob,
Hey,
this is Chuck in Mississippi. How are you doing?
how you doing?
Fine, sir, fine. Is Louie Spicolli in?
Right here.
Can I ask him a question?
Go for it. Go ahead.
Louie,
Yeah.
how are you doing today?
Well, okay.
Well, good. Well, listen, I'm a ECW fan from down in Mississippi. We actually do get it here, yes, indeed. And I was wanting to know, we don't see you much on television anymore. Why is that?
Well, because I got in a little trouble being a dumbass, and they're kind of punishing me. They were punishing me, but not anymore. Keep your eyes glued to that tube. You're going to be seeing a lot of me, and I'm not just saying that. I know that.
Well, good, because I enjoy your style and like watching you on television. Haven't got a chance to see you in person yet, but hopefully one day, if we're lucky, ECW will I'd like them to do a Southern tour down here. I think that'd be good.
Well, it's possible. I've heard of us coming down to New Orleans, but yeah, you'll be seeing a lot of me on TV in the next couple weeks and couple months.
Well, good. See, I'm close to Memphis, and I think the style would do well in Memphis.
Yes.
You know, because really that's where the hardcore originated, I feel like.
Yeah.
Well, Louie, I'll be watching, and best of luck to you.
Okay, thanks.
See you, Chuck.
Bye-bye.
You were saying something. You were saying people sell the tape. I said, and you were like, "Let me get one thing straight."
Oh, about me going like to WWF or WCW. You know, like there was rumors going around that I was going to WCW or WWF, and the truth is, you know, and I don't live in New York. I don't live in Philadelphia. I didn't grow up on ECW. ECW wasn't my life, and I try to stay. Let's take another call.
All right, video.
Yeah, Doc.
Who?
It's George.
Oh, hold on, George.
Okay.
Hello?
I'm not. I'm loyal to ECW. Any promotion I wrestle at, I'm loyal to. But I'm not one of those guys who can be offered $300,000 and say, "No way, I got to stay in ECW." You know, if the right offer comes along, I will take it. People talk to me. I talk to people, but not as much as perceived. You know, I get phone calls a lot of the times. I get a phone call the other day from Owen Hart telling me that he's spoken to Bruce Pritchard for me, you know, which I really had nothing to do with. But, you know, things are always misperceived because of stuff that's happened in the past with Kevin Sullivan lying and saying that, you know, I'm calling him all the time. I've called Kevin Sullivan because I've been told to call him. And, you know, I've called Kevin Sullivan because when I've spoken to him, he said, call me in a couple months. I follow up on my deals, you know. I'm in this business to make money, and that's what I'm going to do, try to make money. But under no circumstances do I have any intentions on screwing over ECW. Under no whatever circumstances do I have any intentions of just walking out on ECW. You know, this is where I work, and it's going to remain like that until something drastically happens. And if drastic means Paulie fires me, or means WWF or WCW offers me $200,000 a year, or, you know, et cetera, then unless something like that happens, then I'm not going anywhere. And I needed to clear that up because a lot of people have false, you know, they think that my loyalty is not good or whatever. I have no loyalty, and it's not true. I'm very loyal. I get on a plane every week from Los Angeles to Philly, fly 5 hours, then go home from Philly to LA and fly another 5 hours. It's hard, you know, and it's not as much money as I'd like it to be, but I do it because I love the sport and I love ECW, and it's going to stay that way for as long as it can. And that pretty much wraps it up.
Watch thousands of exclusive shoot interviews right now on TitleMatchNetwork.com.